from Anderson, South Carolina.
Oh man, things are already underway. Billy Buck making his way inside the ring. Woo, I knew this was going to be pretty intense with the Bunkhouse Match, Bunkhouse Match rather. But Billy Buck certainly taking it immediately to Bobby Moore. He's got a lot of unfinished business to do, and you know what it's like coming back at the OK Corral, trying to round up everybody and everything and every animal, and that's exactly what Billy Buck's trying to do. Joined here on headset by Brett Wolverton, as I guess the announcement made just a little while ago. John Johnson's got a lot of thinking and planning to do.
Well, as I made mention to the crowd, if I were John the Body Johnson, I'd be glad I was wearing a set of black pants during that interview segment.
Yeah, absolutely. I hate to be the one that inspects or checks, but either way, I tell you the intensity of these two, because you know Bobby Moore was the one that put Billy Buck up on the shelf, and Billy Buck has come back on fire, but you know he's had all that time while he's been out to think about the dastardly deed that that Bobby Moore has done to Billy Buck. And now these two are just going toe-to-toe at it. And what better platform here than, oh man, watch out! Oh, what a nasty spill than here at Hostile Environment 2012. And you know this match certainly has to favor Billy Buck.
It really does. And for those of you unfamiliar with what a bunkhouse match is, there are no rules. It's come dressed as you are. As you'll notice, both wrestlers are in jeans, T-shirts.
And I see that, Bobby Moore came dressed as he is, which is Barney in purple.
Yep, he's still wearing the purple. You know, there are no rules. Anything goes. It's a come as you are street fight, basically. Under the bunkhouse rules, anything can and will happen in this one. And Bobby Moore just took a swing at Barney.
There's something you don't see on PBS every day. Oh, man, the chops being laid in by Billy Buck. I tell you, the intensity here, and the fans really need to be careful here because the action is being awfully close. So wait a second. He's winding up. He's got a horse. He wants to hit him with it. Oh, and he connects. Horse and back together.
A little bit of history on the hobby horse. You may not be aware of this, Timmy D. When Impact Wrestling first started in 2002, there was a hardcore division called the Dup Cup. There was Stan and Bo Dup, and one of the things was it was based under a point system. A shot with the hobby horse, who they called Horsey Poo, was an automatic victory. So if this would have been for that cup 10 years ago, he'd have won the match right there.
Wow, very interesting. I like that. I wonder if it's the kind that you can ride around and make the little noise and the little neigh. But I guess we got to find that out perhaps later. Meanwhile, right now, I think they're not really having any fun on the outside here, except for maybe Bobby Moore, who's being able to continue to lay in that punishment. Watch out here. Oh, Bobby Moore able to put on the brakes and met with a big-time move there, using his arm onto Billy Buck, and that might be exactly what he needs to turn the tide to get, and a victory of Bobby Moore here would be insane, considering this matchup here really, again, favors, Billy Buck.
Well, the disadvantage of being in this bunkhouse attire that these gentlemen are wrestling in, we are experiencing a heat wave here in Cornelia, Georgia. It's been well over 100 degrees today. And you may have noticed the referees, even myself, are dressed a little bit more casually than normal.
Yeah, I saw you have the American flag on. I was hoping that you get a good breeze and blow that.
These gentlemen are in jeans and T-shirts, very warm attire, so I cannot see this match lasting very long because the heat's eventually going to get to them. Even as it started to get dark here in Cornelia, Georgia, it's still very warm outside.
And wait a second, Bobby Moore looking for something. You're absolutely right, but one thing that's interesting is Billy Buck is used to this. Out on the farm and the ranch, being in the jeans, of course, when you have livestock and animals in a farm, you can't take time off. So summer, winter, fall, doesn't matter. So this certainly, again, favors Billy Buck, I'd have to assume. And I don't know what Bobby Moore is looking for over there, but I hear some noise coming from there. I don't know if it's Ace Hardware or Home Depot in there, but either way, he's about to probably come up with something. And Billy Buck at least is able. Oh, watch out here, Bobby Moore. Oh, connects.
Again, Bobby Moore distracted by the Barney chants and that 6-foot Barney that's walking around the ringside area.
Well, I'm glad you saw him too, because I just thought I'd drank a little too much before the show, but I'm happy to know that I'm not the only one.
I've seen pink elephants before, but I've never seen a purple dinosaur.
This is true. And we got Billy Buck here on the inside, again with the ladder. And this matchup already was dangerous enough, but when you really add into that, stuff like this, it really it accentuates the danger level here so much. But, that's exactly what Billy Buck wants, because, again, of the punishment that he wants to be able to inflict for Bobby Moore, putting him on the shoulder. Oh, my gosh! Man, good grief.
I was sitting down there no more than 10 minutes ago.
Wow, the intensity going on here. It rattled our broadcast booth here. The headset's flying everywhere.
Well,
I don't know where Billy Buck's going.
In the midst of the chaos, I've lost Billy Buck.
Oh, wait a second. There he is. Trash can. Time to take out some garbage. We've got a pink baseball bat and some crutches and who knows else what. Oh, man, and styrofoam.
Clean up.
Look out. Oh, Moses, it's too close to me.
We are safe up here, right?
Well, I am if I'm hiding underneath the desk at least, and I think that's where I'm about to head to. Oh, he wants one more. Oh, man, connects again with the trash can. Wow, Bobby Moore is definitely a little wobbly here at this point.
When was the last time we cleaned that garbage can out?
That's what I was beginning to wonder. Hopefully they're recycling, and I think that's what Billy Buck's going to at least try and do.
Is that a can of Tab?
I think that was mine a couple shows ago. And I love that we've got a softball helmet too. But back into the ring. Wait a second. The trash can being placed. Oh, man. Onto the head of Bobby Moore. And Billy Buck going to use that opportunity with that big kick right there again onto the trash can. And Bobby Moore may be out here. You know, the referees definitely using some discretion, and you know, they know what type of match these are.
Well, there's really no rules, though. The only thing that Ken Wallace is in there to do is register a 3 count or listen for the submission.
You know, it goes against every single thing that they stand for, because they're used to being able to check on if the man can continue, and you know that instinct is there. He's still checking. You know, obviously we don't want permanent injury unless you're Billy Buck wanting to do that to Bobby Moore. Watch out here. Oh, my gosh. Face first with Bobby Moore into the ladder. I don't think anyone's going to be using that to paint anytime this summer.
Well, I think Bobby Moore may be having pudding for breakfast tomorrow.
Yeah, and Billy Buck really needs to go ahead, you know, for the love of everybody and the fans here, and I'm not a big fan of Bobby Moore, but, you know, the punishment here is unreal, and I certainly hope that this match can end soon, because, you know, I don't know how much more any of these can take. I don't know how much I can watch. And continuing again to use the right hand, now dropping the elbows continuously. Oh, wait, Bobby Moore busted open here. Oh, God.
I think one of those, either one of those elbows or the shot to the ladder may have busted open Bobby Moore. If it was the ladder that did it, it was certainly the elbows of Billy Buck that opened it up further.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, Billy Buck right now, keep your eye on him with his chair, rather, putting that here between the top rope and the middle rope. Oh, my gosh. Man, and the blood continues to flow from Bobby Moore. You know, he was going for the Buck Wild here, but Bobby Moore able to catch despite being cut open really bad. Oh, man, able to do a reversal on Billy Buck. Catching him off at the pass here when he was trying to do that Buck Wild big-time clothesline. And it's amazing that Bobby Moore's even able to do that with the blood rushing into his eyes and despite all the trauma that he's been suffering.
Well, that's going to be a bigger disadvantage for Bobby Moore as this match continues on. He's going to have that blood pouring into his eyes along with the sweat from just the heat inside this building here this evening. It's going to make it difficult for him to see.
Oh, man, he places that boot right there into the head of Billy Buck. And Bobby Moore, man, he definitely, he's going for under the ring again. I don't know where he keeps finding this stuff. It's going to take him a while to clean this arena.
I don't know how this stuff winds up underneath the ring.
Yeah, well, apparently at least it's maybe they're helping to clean it out, because right now they've got pretty much everything on the floor or in the ring.
Could be why I have difficulty finding a seat here every second and fourth Saturday of the month.
Right now, keep your eye on Bobby Moore. He's got the chair. He's setting it up. But you can tell he is so spent right now. And who would blame him? I mean, look at the forehead of Bobby Moore. Oh, laying in that right hand right there to Billy Buck.
Buck got awful close to that chair that he set up in the corner.
Oh, wait a second here with the ladder. Oh, awfully close. Oh, my gosh, a drop toe hold. Face first with Billy Buck under the chair. Look at the chair, Brett Wilmington.
The chair has almost been bent into an L shape.
Oh, my man.
I've never seen a steel chair bend like that before.
And what makes it worse, again, with the head of Billy Buck going on the chair, causing that. You know, sometimes we've seen that with a man, the back dropped on the chair, and we've seen that, but I've never, you know, seen what we just saw here with Bobby Moore. And again, it just shows you the danger of this matchup.
I think the last time I saw a chair bend like that, Bugs Bunny hit Daffy Duck with a shovel, and his face left an imprint.
Oh.
That was a cartoon. This is real life.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, my gosh. Again, with the chair across the back. And Bobby Moore, who would think that he would be standing tall at this moment? What we've seen here in this contest, I don't even know how you can call it a contest. It's really a fight to the finish, to the death, and it makes me really worried here that one of these competitors may not make it out here alive.
Furniture being thrown around by Bobby Moore.
Yeah, IKEA certainly has to be keeping stock on this. Yeah, I really do worry about both of these competitors, and it's like they are willing to give it their all. They're going to lay it all on the line and not care whether, they are permanently injured and can never wrestle again.
Yeah, this match is not about winning or losing. This is about revenge. Billy Buck wants revenge on Bobby Moore, who put him on the shelf for a long period of time. And in Bobby's eyes, thought it was for good, but it certainly wasn't, as we see Billy Buck back here in action.
Well, yeah, he definitely is going to be hard to be able to keep Billy Buck down. Wait a second. I think he's trying to unravel all that injured hand.
He's not unraveling. He's wrapping.
Wow.
He's tying up. He's
hog-tying him.
Yeah, he's hog-tying him to the top rope.
Well, I guess he really goes all in with this bunkhouse match here, apparently, with Bobby Moore. But, yeah, using the tape there, and there's really not much that Billy Buck can do.
It's a perfectly legal maneuver, as you see referee Ken Wallace just backing away.
Now, as we see the blood-soaked shirt of Billy Buck continuing to get stomped by the end of the boot of Bobby Moore, and Bobby Moore continuing to use the tape, and Billy Buck's got to fight his way out of this here, or he's really going to find himself helpless here.
Well, if he's not able to get his hands free, he's helpless, and we may very well see a repeat of the performance that Bobby Moore did when he injured Billy Buck the first time around.
Yeah, that really concerns me. I can't even imagine what's got to be going through the mind of Billy Buck to see this and remember back the flashbacks, again, of how this happened. And while Bobby Moore is continuing to just lay it in there, and I am really concerned again for the safety of what Billy Buck's not even really standing, just totally using the ropes as leverage at this moment as Bobby Moore trying to pick him up.
It could be beneficial to the health of Billy Buck to give up at this point.
Yeah, and I don't think any single person would think any less of him. We would love to be able to see him fight another day, and I just don't want this to get even more out of hand than what it already is. I'm really concerned.
Well, Ken Wallace says Billy Buck's not going to give up. He wishes to continue.
Yeah, and I can't really tell if it was partly blood from Bobby Moore, but I do think that, Billy Buck is definitely lacerated as well, too. And both men, the punishment that's been inflicted here.
Look at the sick look on the face of Bobby Moore.
The man's deranged. Look at that. He's enjoying the blood. Did you just see that? Oh, he's grabbing that chair as well that has the blood covered on it. The fans, I think, are in shock as well, too, as we are.
I think the constant Barney chants that have been reverberating through this building for months now have gotten the best of Bobby Moore.
Yeah, but the thing to me is I feel like him looking around, taking that methodical look around to all these fans, each and every blow hit, and with the chair and the ladder that he does to Billy Buck, that's his way of being able to get back with all those chants. It's for every single one of those fans. Each and every fan is one more punch that he gives to Billy Buck.
Billy can't go anywhere. He's at the mercy of Bobby Moore.
Oh, man, what is he? Oh, give me a break. He's like marking his territory here. X marks the spot, he says.
If he hits him there, this is over with.
Man, where's Brody Ray Chase? I want someone to step in. This has definitely gone far enough.
No.
Billy Buck. Oh, again, we talked about it, perfectly legal. And what better way to bring that out? I think he hit him in the baby bops. What is how he's able to get out? Billy Buck making his way.
Doesn't realize that he's too busy icing down his marbles.
Well, I'm just happy that he's able to get out. And keep your eye on it. Oh, yeah, he winds it back up and connects against Bobby Moore. And again connects. Oh, and I think Billy Buck has certainly had enough, and he's just fighting on everything he possibly can. And it's certainly working right now against Bobby Moore.
I don't know if Bobby Moore has any idea how Billy Buck got free, but he knows he is.
Double clothesline, taking both men out. Who's got a little bit more left to be able to get up and do something about this?
These two athletes have been going back and forth for over close to 15 minutes. What kind of toll is this taking on the body? The physical punishment as well as the enduring the heat here.
Absolutely. Yeah, these men are definitely superstars, I have to add to you. NWA Anarchy, this is professional wrestling, and you're seeing it right here. The fight that both of these men give, the endurance that both men are willing to give, makes them great competitors in my book. My hat's off to Bobby Moore. I haven't enjoyed or agreed with what all he's done over the past couple weeks, and certainly to Billy Buck, but both men, if they're able to make it out alive here, something has to be said for that. And both men just continuing to fight back and forth, neither man really getting that advantage. And as you see, Brett Wolverton, both men really wobbly too.
Again, this contest isn't about championships. It's not about winning or losing. It's about revenge. It's about pride and honor.
And Billy Buck really is just trying to pull anything out he can. Rolling out here, perhaps maybe going to get some type of other item that we have littered throughout the arena here. Well, he's going further back. I guess apparently the chair, the crutches, and the pink softball bat wasn't enough.
I was going to say, what's left? We've seen everything but the kitchen sink.
Oh, I'm a little worried my car's out there. I guess we got our answer. The table.
Bobby Moore, table for one?
Yeah, absolutely. The table being slid in. Bobby Moore not quite aware. And we're going to have to see him watch here. Bobby Moore kind of looking around, or rather Billy Buck looking around. Throws in an extra boot as well. Going to grab the ladder. Bobby Moore is so out of it right now at the moment. Oh, my gosh.
This is kind of your Ace Hardware version of the Wizard of Oz. We've got tables, ladders, and chairs, oh my.
Yeah, absolutely. When you got both of these men in the ring, it just makes you wonder what's going to happen next. What we've already seen, can't even imagine what would be next. Bobby Moore just continuing to fight back, and neither man, really just has a lot of energy, and you really touched on it as well too. With the heat factor, and of course just all the other items that have been used with the ladder and the chair being set in. Both men, it just makes you wonder how this is going to end, and if it ever is going to end. We could be here for a while.
These bunkhouse matches have no time limit. It's until there's a winner.
Yeah, kind of odd or interesting, that Billy Buck brought in the table, but Bobby Moore is the one that's actually setting it up. But, of course, he used that opportunity to really lay out Billy Buck there, and I'm a little nervous whenever I see a ladder and a table. Makes me really kind of concerned. Luckily, they're not out here by us anymore at this point. Oh, face first into the table. Bobby Moore just taking the head of Billy Buck and just ramming it into that table.
There are so many things you can do to an opponent, especially with the weaponry that's inside the ring right now.
Yeah, and normally in the beginning of a contest, you would certainly see, both men a little more quicker pace. But how can you possibly when you're so spent in this match? And that's why, they're really doing everything they can. He's going under the ring yet one more time. Oh, wait a second!
I don't believe it.
Oh, he yelled bad-mouthing, trash-talking Barney. He's saying, "You've done nothing but cause me trouble." Can't tell you how many times I've yelled at my stuffed animals. Oh, man. Those right hands again continuing into Billy Buck. Man, that doesn't sound very kid-friendly. Oh, and he's got Barney right there laying on the head of Billy Buck. Perhaps he's going to do 2 for 1 here. Oh, wait. Barney is down and Billy Buck is up. I don't think I've ever said that in my broadcasting career.
This is very dangerous territory.
I'm very concerned here. Very, very concerned. Wait a second. No, he's not.
He's looking. He's got him.
Not
a Samoan carry.
Not the Samoan drop. Please, no. Oh, this could be bad.
Oh.
He's got him up and then, oh my God. Oh, no. You've got to be kidding me. And both men are down. Would someone please call this match? Oh my God. Bobby Moore is writhing in pain right now. He's flinching.
He's convulsing in the canvas.
Oh, my God. Billy Buck is out. What a high-risk maneuver. Sometimes you sacrifice your own body for the sake of your opponent, but
a maneuver like that, Timmy D, I don't think there is a winner.
Absolutely. If anyone can get up to their feet, in my book, they're a winner. I am very concerned by this. 2 men and a dinosaur are down on the mat right at the moment, and I don't know if we've got some EMT standing by, because I certainly think that might be in order. I haven't really seen much movement from either one, really.
Billy Buck looks like he's starting to, I don't even know if that's movement or if that's convulsions. If he can just get his arm over there, he may be able to get the pin.
So close, so close. Put your arm down. 1. Hey, oh! Are you kidding?
I thought I heard the 3, but Ken Wallace is saying no, he's calling it off.
The match is going to continue.
Oh. If there is no way a pin count could get any closer than what Ken Wallace just counted.
And Brett, look at the table. They're like shards of like just the splintering of the wood sticking up. Even more dangerous than already. And to think that a body went through that and broke the table.
Bobby Moore's got that Barney doll again I don't know what kind of use that doll can be. It's a stuffed animal.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, and both men, watch out here. I don't know what Bobby Moore's thinking. Oh, man, the Buck Wild connects. He connected it big time here, but can he just fall back? Fall back, Billy Buck. Wait a second, he's going for the Barney doll again. I don't know what he's trying to do here. Meanwhile, he needs to be really going for the cover because Bobby Moore receiving into that Buck Wild. Looks like Billy Buck here. I don't know if he's about to wind up here. It looks like he is.
This may be the most absurd thing I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, it is again. Oh, it connects. Connects. He got it.
Well, wait a minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's your winner, Wild Billy Buck.
Wait a minute.
That was the stuffed animal, though, but maybe it was...
What are we missing?
Maybe it was just the fact that, you know, it didn't take much to knock down Bobby Moore. Oh, wait a second.
He's pulling apart.
Oh! Well, that explains it.
Is that a rock?
Very, very smart on Billy Buck's part.